Hello, and welcome to the Dokkan battle video. So, part 3 stuff dropped, in which case we did get one Goku Black in the entirety of the celebration. However, I have terrible news for all of you. He sucks. So, we'll get into why he sucks here in a second. I'll just open up these in a new tab. I do also have what he used to look like before pulled up. That way we can, see the differences in what has changed with him. I'll tell you one thing, it's not a lot. So here's his base kit, right? It's very bare bones. He literally just got attack at the start of each turn and then some crit whenever he got hit. That was literally all he did while greatly stacking defense. Now, he greatly stacks defense and he lowers attack on his super attack effect. Yippee! He gets 2 key and attack and defense 80% at the start of turn. That is ridiculously low for a 2023 EZA TUR, right? Then he gets the same attack build-up. They didn't change his attack build-up at all, right? And then now he gets an additional 30% defense up to 60% at the start of each turn as well. That is ridiculously low. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% with each attack received up to 40%. That didn't get changed either, by the way. Actually, it did. It got a little bit stronger. It's 5% faster now. Woo! And then here's the kicker. Launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's a super class enemy. So we have another character that is praying, hoping and praying, begging on their knees, Omatsu-san, please give us the blue zone, please, Omatsu. It's not happening. Where are you bringing this guy? The only place where you can even get that active right now is either in the, the Mortal Will event, the Divine Wrath Mortal Will, that, and the Gamma stage of the red zone for the Gammas, right? That is the only place where you're even going to be able to get that active in. And with how little his base stats is, we've already seen the calcs, he can barely hit 600k defense on 3 super attacks performed. So he would have to do that turn 1 against a superclass enemy to even barely take the new recent boss's super attacks. That is abysmal. That is so godly low. It is ridiculous how low his stats are. And then here's the transform version. We don't know his actual transformation conditions yet, if that has changed. Remember that before it was 80% HP or above starting from the 6th turn. So terrible transformation condition anyway. Let me pull up this. That way we can compare it. He now gets 250% attack at the start of turn. Defense plus 150% and chance of performing a critical hit 50%. Why is he not getting much defense at the start of turn? I have no idea. He gets an additional attack plus 10% with each attack performed up to 50%. Pretty sure that was... No, that was not the same. He literally only had 150% attack and then 50% crit. That's all he had before. Extreme class allies, key plus 3 and attack plus 30%. So at least he's giving a little bit of support, which is nice. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Launches another additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there is a super class enemy. So literally when he transforms, all he does is he gets a little bit more start of turn defense. And I mean by a little bit, I mean 10% more. He starts giving other allies key because he's no longer giving himself key. So that's where that key is coming from. And then they made it so that one of his 2 additionals is not locked behind a super class enemy. Remember, to even get to this form, you need to be on turn 6 above 80% HP. So this guy is literally unrunnable in all of the content that they've dropped in the past 6 months. That is ridiculous. There is no reason for this guy to be this bad. Even Tech Trunks, he has his problems in the first 2 turns, but after that, he cooks. He's at 10 million, he's at 1 million defense, turn 5, right? He gets really, really strong, really, really fast. This guy, it'll take him until turn 12 to even be at 700k. If you're unlucky, that's ridiculous. It's absurd how weak he is. They literally didn't do anything to this guy to make him even remotely usable. Granted, he already was greatly stacking defense, right? So they were probably very scared of that super attack effect that they gave him. So they probably weren't going to give him very many things, right? I would have been fine if all they did was just made it so that he could do more additional supers. Don't restrict it to super class enemies because you can't give us events that are against super class enemies for some reason. So that's pointless, right? Give us places where we can actually use that ability, right? Make it so even if you wanted to limit it to be like, oh, against a Realm of Gods enemy or against a future enemy or something like that would have been a little bit better because at least we have spots to do that in, right? Super class enemies with no super class events is ridiculously restricted. This guy might even struggle in legendary events. You know how bad that is? You know how bad that is for him? It's just wild how low his stats are. His startup turn defensive stat is like barely 200k. And look at the links he has. He has big bad bosses. He has cold judgment. He has these massive links that he just can't make use out of. Yeah, I guess you can get cold judgment big bad bosses if you run him in between a new LR Zamasu and then I believe Guasu and Zamasu also have this, right? No, the physical Zamasu does. Oh no, there they are. Guasu and Zamasu, yeah, they do, right? At least maybe on that rotation he'll have decent defense, and then the extra defensive support will allow him to get a little bit more defense out of his stacks. But it's really bad, man. Anyway, besides the disappointment that is the INT GOKU Black EZA, we also have a new stage of the support memory boost. I don't believe we know what support memory it is yet, so we'll find out shortly. Then we also have a new stage added to the free-to-play story event that's going to give us EX skillers with the new trunks. We have a new support memory from that stage as well. Then we also have his EZA as well as the STR Rage Trunks EZA. We also have 2 more stages of the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will fight, which seems to be against Sword of Hope and Infinite Zamasu, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the final stage of the Dismal Future Red Zone, which is against Fusion Zamasu. Things are going to get interesting. Everything except for INT GOKU Black. I will bring INT GOKU Black into every single hard event. I will make it one video of just a compilation of him dying turn 1 because it's gonna happen more often than not. I'll do it when he drops. He's gonna drop probably, I believe, the 22nd is when Cooler dropped. So be on the lookout. He's coming. He's coming in hot. And by coming in hot, I mean coming in bad. He's really bad. He's really not good. Anyway, I don't even want to say let me know how you feel about him in the comments down below, because like you guys, we all are in agreement that this guy sucks. So I guess let me know if you're excited to use this guy, because he's definitely terrible. I'll see you guys all in the next one.